You've probably seen so many people online talking about high ticket sales. You've probably also seen my journey. I made $7,500 in 2 days at 18 years old, and I achieved that with high ticket sales. More and more people are applying to info products like mentorships or courses rather than going and applying to college, because applying to college costs tens of thousands of dollars. It also costs 4 years of your life, and you get a degree without knowing if you're actually going to get a job that pays you over 6 figures a year. So that's why people go and spend money on mentorships, because they get more value, they do it quicker, and they do it for cheaper. But how does high ticket sales correlate to info products? I'm sure you've seen people like Brez Scales or TJR selling some sort of mentorship. Now, these mentorships can cost anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. All they need is someone who's qualified with the skill to be able to sell that program to thousands of people. In high ticket sales, you have high quality leads. They're already vetted and qualified, people who are ready to buy, and people who already want your product. All you have to do is hop on the sales calls and close out the deals. Now, there's 2 roles in high ticket sales that you need to know about before even getting into the industry. The first role is setting. There's 2 types of setting though. The first role of setting is called DM setting. You're gonna respond back to influencers' DMs. Someone might slide in with a keyword. Maybe it's fitness. Let's say you're selling for a fitness influencer. If someone slides in with the word fitness, you're gonna respond on that influencer's account, and then your goal is to book an appointment onto the closer's calendar for the closer to then close the deal so that you both get commission for it. As a setter, all you need to do is you need to find out why that person's interested, what are they looking for more specifically, find out if they're qualified financially, and then book an appointment. And it's very, very simple. You'll have tens of DMs or even hundreds of DMs to respond to each day. And all you have to do is just respond back and find out who's qualified so that you can book them onto a calendar, have that deal closed out, and you get paid for it. The second one would be dialing. So let's say someone pops in to something and they put in their information, they put in their phone number because they're interested in that sort of thing. You then call them up, and your goal is again to do the same thing and set the appointment. Now, the next role is also very, very important. It's being a closer. A closer requires a lot more skill than a setter. It requires psychology. It requires tonality, objection handling, everything above. You really need to understand the mechanics of sales if you want to get good at closing. But that's where the real money is made, closing deals. All you do is you wake up, you look at your calendar, and you hop on Zoom calls because your setter had placed them onto your calendar already, and these people are already qualified, ready to buy. You just need to hop on that sales call, overcome a few objections, if there even is any, and close the deal. And it's very, very simple. Now, I know it looks very, very simple because it is, but you need to learn the skill. Because high ticket sales is much different from any other type of sales. If you've done door-to-door sales, or you've done life insurance, or maybe even you've gone and sold cars at the dealership, it's a very different type of sales, because door-to-door sales is very grueling. People aren't interested in what you're selling right away. You have to buy them in. You have to really, really sell them. And it's more logical selling. Whereas high ticket sales is very emotional based. People buy for a reason. You could be selling a day trade mentorship. You could be selling a marketing mentorship like your Brez Scales. But people buy because of emotions. And if you truly understand that, then you can succeed in high ticket sales. Now let's get into the averages. How much does the average setter make? How much does the average closer make? What are the numbers? The average setter makes anywhere from $4,000 to $7,000 per month. There's so much volume in high ticket sales. There's so many DMs you're responding to. There's so many people that are interested in whatever niche you're selling. And the truth is, the niche doesn't matter. Now with closing, you get 10% commission, sometimes even 15% commission. And you have so much volume, 3 to 8 calls booked per day that you're taking, sometimes upwards of 12 calls booked per day. It really just depends on the role or the job offer that you're working under. Again, you are selling in the space of info products. Now, Dylan, how do I find what to sell? Well, I place you on vetted job offers, and my biggest recommendation for you, do not sell a course. A course is just video material that you could have found on YouTube. Sell a mentorship. They're more valuable. And Because they're more valuable, they sell for more. That means that you make more commission if you can sell it. If you want to be placed on a vetted offer, you want to be trained in the high ticket sales space one-on-one, and you don't want just group coaching and a random course on how to do it. You want actual coaching one-on-one, hands-on help that's tailored to you. Then click the link down in the description or DM me the word sales on Instagram so that you can sell in the high ticket sales space as well.